if we can help the young men to encounter people on the margins and to offer some service to them, then we're reshaping their way of thinking. We're helping them to learn about the issues of our community, the issues of our world, and helping them to see that they've got a voice that they should be using for other people.
It was an experience that could really light the compassion in my heart for others and to really understand what service meant to me. The reputation that India has, I wanted to really experience it for myself and recognise that the extent of poverty in our world is something far greater than Brisbane, for example. I wanted to see the extent that it has on a global community.
India was incredible, it was challenging, it was amazing, it was life-changing.
I think it was just stepping outside my comfort zone for such a long time, seeing things that you don't normally see and having it with you all day, and then you have to think about and reflect on what you've seen. You know, you constantly try and fix things, like back here, like when things break or things aren't right, you fix them, and not being able to fix them, accepting that was tough.
I can remember in the first few days, the hardest thing was just walking down the street. Thousands of people lined up along the street selling you fruit, selling whatever they can. For me to see poverty to that extent was really, it was completely eye-opening.
It was just a lot of new experiences in your face, but I don't know, it makes you tough.
I wanted to go to Nookanbah because I wanted to get a grasp of a different culture. Like I've never been to, like an Indigenous community that's really unique.
We hear so much about people in third world countries living in poverty, so you hear about that, that stuff. In Australia, you don't hear about it. To get to experience that was more powerful on me.
It's had an impact on me because it's given me a grasp of how much we do have here in Brisbane and more specifically at St. Pat's.
You just learn to appreciate what we have in comparison. You don't really get to see that side of Australia. We're seen as a first world country that has it all perfect, and it's really not the case.
I felt like it was great. Not only was it just us going, but it was another 3 schools coming with us and helping us, and made a bigger impact, I could say. Instead of just us going over, we had more people with us to make a bigger impact and get the job done faster. You'd get up at 8, work till about 3 or 4, and then you'd come back and you'd be spending time with them all day as well. Not only would you be working, you'd be talking to them, and you'd come back and you'd sit down and there'd just be more kids flood you, and you wouldn't get annoyed of them. You'd just be happy to be there with them. So not only did it teach you a lot about them, but it taught me a lot about myself.
I think we're trying to help our young men to really get that sense that there is meaning for them in their life. We're trying to engage them by putting them in environments that stretch them, that challenge them in terms of encountering people that they wouldn't normally encounter in their day-to-day. People who are marginalised, people from different cultures. In doing that, we're helping to expand their worldview so that they see themselves as being a person who can impact on the world and can make a difference.